I feel like this is a nightmare. When you are a hero of your scariest nightmare, and you're trying to to wake up, and you cannot. This is exactly how does it work when something like that comes into your life. And I feel that this nightmare should come to an end at some point, and all the politicians who wanted this war should wake up and should understand that their interests may cost human lives, and it's unacceptable, I guess. All the world needs to be united in the position to avoiding the war, to finding some ways for solving this conflict without any blood, without gunshots, and without human tragedies. I guess the best decision for the situation is to leave Crimea, of course, with these rights for autonomy, with their own parliament, with their own government. It's quite strange because there were actually. Have you heard about the conflict before Russian troops came to Ukraine? No, nobody heard about any kind of conflict. There were no clashes between, Russians and Ukrainians and Tatars. Everything was calm. It came from outside, and now I guess it should be solved in a diplomatic way, not with tanks, guns, and bullets. Yeah, so of course I'm worried about my family. As I said, my grandfather is living in Yalta. This is the city in Crimea, and I'm worrying actually about the war. I'm worrying about if Crimea will go to Russia and will be part of Russia. My grandfather, what nationality and what country will he belongs to, and I'm worrying about my parents. They're in the city in the east of Ukraine, and if something will start happening, they will be in the center of these terrible things.
You told me you get most of your information about the crisis through Facebook.
Yes.
And you want to tell me about that, how it works?
Yeah. During this crisis, it was hard to find it was hard to find source of information, and we were looking for news. We were looking for news shows, news stories, but the most important source was Facebook. And at Facebook we have some groups for spreading information. We have some journalists that are informing us about some insights from politicians. And the most interesting thing that all these groups for informing people were self-organized. So there are just there was a need for such groups, and they were created by people as you and me, and people just put their latest news, latest messages of protesters, of Russians, of Ukrainians, whatever. So it's quite useful. So I guess Facebook is one of the instruments of democracy in this world.